The Flower Seller. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Sandy. This girl was extremely beautiful, and everyone who looked at her was dazzled by her beauty and charm. Her eyes were as black as the beautiful, captivating night, and her face was as clear as the sky. Unfortunately, this girl was very poor, and when she grew up, life forced her to work selling flowers. She began selling flowers in the city on the beach, and she was exposed to a lot of harassment from the person she worked for because she could not buy flowers herself. Every day she went to work, she looked at the young men and women who were madly in love with each other and at the people who had a lot of money. Every day, when this girl finished work, she would sit on the beach and watch the stars, the sea, and the moon, and she made many wishes. She wished to have a lot of money and to meet the knight of her dreams, and she cried every night with intense grief because she did not have the things that others have, and she remained in this state for a long time. But this girl did not know the blessings that God had bestowed upon her, and she did not look at them, but she turned to the blessings of others and said to herself, "Why me? Oh God, I want to become like these people. I have a lot of money and abundant knowledge," and she thought that knowledge only comes to those who have a lot of money. One day, while she was sitting on the beach contemplating the stars, suddenly an old man sat next to her. He said to her, "My daughter, I see you sitting in this place and crying every day without intending to." He asked her, "Why are you so sad?" So she told him her story. Then the man smiled, so she asked him, "Why are you smiling?" He said, "My daughter, do you know who the miserable and sad person is?" She said, "No." He said, "The person who looks at the blessings of others and does not look at the blessings that God Almighty has bestowed upon him." She was stunned and said, "So I do not own anything?" Then the man began to tell his story and said, "Do you know, my daughter, that I have a lot of money, and if I put it in the sea, it would fill up? But do you know that if I lay my head on the pillow, I cannot sleep, because I do not have the peace of mind that you have? I cannot eat except a little food, and if I eat, I do not feel the pleasure of eating." And he told her about many things, so the girl felt the blessings of Allah, the Almighty. When that man left, the girl began to think about the blessings Allah had bestowed upon her and began to say, "Thank God for the blessing of health. Thank God for the blessing of peace of mind and the health that Allah had bestowed upon her." And she began to say, "Thank you, O Allah, for your blessings." She began to look at the world in a more beautiful way, and she began to see that selling flowers is a beautiful thing and a blessing and grace from Allah. Thank Allah for everything, and thank Allah for His countless blessings. A person must look at the blessings in order to know the grace of Allah, the Almighty.